this, a heavy tropical rainstorm coming down just prior to kickoff here in Tampa at Raymond James Stadium. Today, it's a Week 14 matchup that should be a good one between the San Francisco 49ers and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. 3/4 of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
Ready.
Right out of the gates, Lance going to the air. And trying to get it to Samuel, but it's intercepted. And the Bucs are going to take possession of the football.
And part of why they came to this week with a winning record is that they feed off of mistakes like this. And now it's a prime opportunity, just moments in the game, to get a short field touchdown off of their big defensive play. Now on the other side, they were already the underdog in this one. They just made their uphill battle just a little bit tougher.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And in for the Buccaneers touchdown.
Chris Godwin.
His 6th touchdown of the season.
And the Buccaneers use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one.
The point after through the raindrops up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game.
And Patterson back out there to send this one away. Taken in at the 3. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And the interception on that opening drive winds up leading to the touchdown, so now it's kind of time to start over.
Yeah, it certainly is, and his first throw of the game. But I like the way his guys rallied around him. Oftentimes, the quarterback is the leader, right? He tells everyone what to do. In this case, I notice his linemen around him kind of patting him, saying, "Let's go, big boy. You're still our leader."
Right, 97.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the right.
Off of play action, here's Lance.
And his throw is incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Throwing on 2nd and long.
Lance.
Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A gain there of 21 yards. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Play action, now it's Lance.
The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
Mike McGlinchey, the Notre Dame man, guilty on that one.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20.
Working from the gun, Lance.
And that's complete to McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. That one goes for 24 yards.
From midfield, here's Lance. Another grab here for the dynamic Christian McCaffrey.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards.
Now Lance again.
He's going to let it go deep for the end zone.
And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball and could not hang on. Second down coming up.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Here we go.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10.
Go. 6, 7.
Here's Lance to throw it. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And the Buccaneers are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line.
Well, they're certainly not giving much help to their defense, are they? Because for the second time now, that D has had to run back out on the field early after an interception. And remember, on the last drive, the opposing side took it in for 6 after that interception.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to carry the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds, because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? A dump off to Anderson, and he is going to lose yardage here. They call it a loss of a yard there, and that'll bring up 4th down.
No surprise they decided to throw on 3rd down. A little bit of a surprise that they completed the pass and lost yardage on the play.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return, and the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. On 2nd and 11 now. Lance. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. On play action, Lance. And that is incomplete.
A man's getting a little loose with the football there, right? Interception before, almost had one here. He's got to start taking better care of it.
It really should have been back-to-back drives with interceptions. He's lucky there. To throw once more on 2nd and 10.
Lance, that's caught. He finds Danny Gray.
And this is going to lead to another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 42.
Again, it's Lance.
That's to McCaffrey, complete.
And he'll be brought down at the 27.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, Hey, we got everybody cut. Oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? They were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a first and goal.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Second down and goal. Lance. That's caught by Deebo Samuel. Touchdown, San Francisco.
An 11-yard touchdown.
And the 49ers are an extra point away from evening this one up. Extra point by Gay is up and good. 7-7, our score after one.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
This will be fielded inside the 5.
Now a hit and a loose football. And I believe he was able to get this back. He was. Boy, after giving up the touchdown, lucky that didn't turn into another.
I didn't do this in college, but I did it in high school. When you return kicks and you lose it yourself, the panic that goes through you and the determination to get the ball back, I don't even know how to describe it. And I think we just saw an example there.
And the relief when you get it back like he did.
Yeah, you go to the sidelines, you know you're going to get yelled at, but you can handle it because you got the ball back.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Now back to throw. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. They'll look to throw now on first down.
Going right back to DeAndre Hopkins.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. He's been a one-man wrecking crew these last couple of plays. This time 18 more and a first down. They're going to look to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Thompson.
The Bucs at 7-5 now in the year. Well, they were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So you know they just want to come out and play well for their faithful, and I expect them to do just that.
And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taking them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a first and goal.
They'll run Anderson. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. A great effort there.
With his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Buccaneers have taken the lead. Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And that makes the score 14-7.
And Patterson back out there to send this one away.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
And they, of course, coming into this one in the midst of a tough losing streak. They did get helped out by the open week last week, and in talking with him, all indications were, Charles, that was a very helpful break.
Yeah, I know a lot of teams, coaches, they hate taking time off in the midst of a losing streak because they think they have to stay on their toes and punch their way out of it. But occasionally, you get that open week, you step back, evaluate what's been going wrong, see what you can put in that can move you forward, and maybe you get a chance to breathe a little bit and kind of start over.
Right, 97. Smash, smash.
Back to the ground on first, it's McCaffrey. And now the ball's out, fumble near midfield.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
Lance now on first down.
This one caught by Kittle. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 25 yards that time.
Well, it certainly doesn't matter if it's been through the air like on this play or on the ground. I don't know what's going on with this defense. In a sense, they've been AWOL on this drive so far. 3 plays, 3 first downs given up. They've got to find answers, and they've got to find them quick.
On first and 10, here's Lance.
And incomplete.
Then their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
And Lance now to throw. Over the middle, complete to Judy.
And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. They'll bring a receiver in motion left.
Throwing his Lance on third down.
And that will be incomplete.
I think that's a good job there defensively. They did allow him to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let him get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up 4th.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Taken in at the 3. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
Here we go.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have, and think back to our meeting with...
He's got a man, complete.
And he's going to be ridden out of bounds down inside the 25.
A big play that time for Tampa Bay. 51 yards. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A 22-yard touchdown grab.
And the Buccaneers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And that makes it a 21-10 game.
And Patterson back out there to send this one away.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness. Maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. He's able to call his own number for 8 that time, but it leaves him with a 3rd down.
Here we go.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Lance looking to throw on 3rd and 2. This one incomplete. Probably should have been picked. A little nonchalant with a throw to the safety valve, and it's 4th down. Blake Gillikin on to punt now on 4th down.
Call that a punt of 38 yards officially, and the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the...
He's got a man complete.
And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be because after...
And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Bucs will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And the lead is up to 18 now.
And Patterson back out there to send this one away.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
I don't think they need to be reminded of the situation here. I mean, the clock is dwindling. 3-score deficit waiting for them at halftime unless they can get something on the board here before intermission.
It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up 2nd.
Let's go. Striker, 3-3. Black shot.
Another try after the first down sack. Lance. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. So we've hit halftime here in Tampa with the Bucs out in front. As we send you a stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando. There standing by is Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started.
As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
Yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin.
And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receiver fast guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
He's got Thompson here, complete. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. That one good for 37 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. The sneak successful from a yard out. And the Bucs take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And they open the lead up now to 25. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he returns this to the 22. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. The CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him. As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
On second down, McCaffrey. And he'll be stopped at the 46, gain of 3. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. And they fake the handoff, now Lance. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Throwing on first down is Lance. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
Back to the ground attack here. It's McCaffrey. And a short gain down to about the 33. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Well, maybe this offense has learned something from watching their counterparts work. I'm wondering if their coaching staff said, let's do what they've been doing the entire game because that's worked well. This offense, they have not looked particularly good all game long, but a nice throw there for a good gain and a first down.
43 yards on the ground for him so far.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. A 5-yard gain there makes it first and goal. On the ground, McCaffrey. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco.
Christian McCaffrey
with a milestone career touchdown number 100. Joining Curtis Martin and Franco Harris at the century mark as he continues to climb the all-time list.
And the 49ers are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the third.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Call it a gain of 3 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play, so we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL.
Here we go.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Up the middle, it's Anderson. Oh, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle it.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Ready up.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty.
Set.
On play action, they'll throw. Able to get him nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And he'll bring it back to about the 5-yard line.
You and I have been around teams, and they all have goals for games, don't they? And every team we've ever talked to says what?
No turnover.
Don't turn the ball over. 0. And they were that close to getting it done. Won't cost them today, but they'll hate that when they're watching the game tape.
They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown.
Elijah Mitchell.
A 5-yard touchdown.
And the 49ers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away.
Fielded just outside the goal line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They've got the 2-score lead. Look, though, they fumbled last possession, led to a touchdown. So while things look good here at this stage in the 4th, they got to be careful.
They definitely do because they've actually brought them back into it, haven't they? They've given them hope once again. Their purpose on this drive, squash that hope one more time.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Flush to his right. That's complete once again to Hopkins. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10.
From the gun, it's a give to Anderson. And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. They'll look to throw here. Over the middle, he finds Godwin complete.
And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
And we've seen him have success earlier on with the ball in his hands because he is a get it in space and make a play kind of a receiver. But that time, they closed on him quickly and held him to a short gain.
He's got it complete to Thompson. And he is going to have the Buccaneers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw. A dump off to Anderson. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A great effort there. 27 yards.
And the Bucs look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And the lead is up to 18 now.
Patterson back out there to send this one away.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there. And trailing big here in this fourth quarter. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
No daylight for him to run through there, and he ran into the defensive tackle, and that guy blocks a whole lot of daylight as it is. He is truly a big man who just made a big play.
And a good job defensively. They stopped him short of the first at the 32.
Desperation time here. Lance.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time.
And the Bucs are going to take possession of the football.
Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in
Season of giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's doing
touchdown. A great play there with his 3rd touchdown and 18th on the year.
And the Buccaneers take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points. Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And they open the lead up now to 25.
Patterson back out there to send this one away.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
And with this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a 1st down.
Well, we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions, no late points. He wants this lead to stay right where it is.
And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line.
85 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And across the chalk into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown.
Christian McCaffrey.
A 15-yard touchdown run.
And the Niners get a bit closer.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that'll cut the lead down to 18. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away.
This one fielded at the 5. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
Ready?
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They've got to be feeling very comfortable and confident here with this lead in the football here in the fourth quarter, Charles. And I don't think that they need to score again, but it seems like this offense is just getting better as the game goes on. They've scored on their last 2 drives.
Certainly feels like a chance for them to continue to have some fun out there, doesn't it? Game's already decided, as you noted, so they can continue to play loose, break out some other concepts, maybe run a few trick plays, get other people involved. Heck, even go deep on one of these first snaps just